guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Very good morning, good afternoon and good evening to you. How you all are doing today? This is your friend Mohsin Sheikh, and today we are going to cover a very interesting topic of Amazon database services, and we will end with Amazon relational database service. That is one of the service in the database service. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, let's see which are these different database services that is offered by AWS. First of all, it's a relational database services, that is RDS. This is a managed relational database service. Okay, so when we say manage, so it will be like everything will be managed by AWS. The things like patching, OS upgrade, database upgrade, everything will be done by Amazon. We can just use the service. Okay, so this provides us with several different database engines. So there are several different database engines in the RDS, which includes Amazon Aurora MySQL compatible edition, Amazon Aurora PostgreSQL compatible edition, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and Microsoft SQL Server. So if you are aware of databases, different database and database engine, these are the different database, and Amazon RDS provides to use with these. So we can choose either of these service and we can launch our RDS database. Okay, so that is the meaning of this word. Then there is, after relational database, there is non-relational database service as well. So this is a serverless database for applications that needs high performance at any scale. And AWS offers us Amazon DynamoDB. This is NoSQL database service, and this is the example of non-relational database service. Then we have a data warehouse solution, and here it is nothing but it is a fast, simple, and cost-effective data warehousing. And Amazon Redshift is the data warehouse solution from AWS. Then AWS database migration service as well. So this is to migrate our databases with minimal downtime. For example, say we have some of the databases which are on premise, and we want to migrate these databases to the database which is in the AWS cloud. So we can use this database migration service, and it can be either heterogeneous or homogeneous. Means if we want to migrate our Oracle on premise to the Oracle at the cloud, so we can do. And in case there is a Oracle at the on-premise and there is no different like non-Oracle database and in the cloud, even we can use this AWS database migration service, and it will ensure there is a minimal downtime for this migration to happen. Again, there are some other services as well. So it's in-memory data store. This is nothing but it's a managed in-memory data store service that makes it easy to deploy, operate, and scale popular open source compatible in-memory data stores. Okay, so there is an Amazon Elasticache. This is the service. This is the example of in-memory data stores. Then we also have in-memory databases. So it's a Redis compatible, durable in-memory database service for ultra high performance, and Amazon MemoryDB. Okay, so in-memory data store, here there are two examples. So Amazon Elasticache has two different products. You can say it's Redis and Memcached. So we will go in deep in the upcoming sessions about Amazon Elasticache. So this is today we are just going to give an overview of which are the database service, and we will focus on Amazon RDS. That is the first service here. Okay. Then we also have managed document database service that AWS offers us. This is nothing but it's a scalable, highly durable, and fully compatible database service for operating mission critical MongoDB. This is just for compatible with MongoDB, and it's Amazon DynamoDB. This is the product name or service name from the AWS under managed document database service. So let's start with Amazon relational database service, that is RDS. And before discussing that, let's understand what is a relational database. Okay, so a relational data model, it's relational model, it organizes data into one or more tables or relations, you can say, of columns and rows with a unique key identifying each row. Rows are also called as records or tuples. Columns are called as attributes. Generally, each table or relation represents one entity type, such as customer or product. Okay, and the row will represent instances of that type. Say for example, we have a overall table of the customers, so it will be, the row will be some uh, one of this instance of that type of entity, such as chair or league, etc., and column will be its value. Okay, you can see there is an example of relation database. So you can consider a relational database as just a simple Excel sheet which consists of rows and columns like this. So here you can see it's a student database. Here students have serial number, and there is a name of the students of that serial number basically, and this different another table is students grade. So here the students, there are 5 students and their grades also are mentioned in this table. So those are related to each others. Here row will specify one value, column will have one value. So column is called as, these are called as attributes, and rows are called as records. So this is very basic example. You can consider a relational database, of any table that consists of a row and column. So in this example, it's, you can say it's a student database. The students information is there. So so each database will represent one entity type. Say it could be a customer or product or anything, or students, or like in this example. Okay, so I hope you got the point. So Amazon Relational Database Service, this is the first service from the databases that we will cover. This is, in the short, it's called as RDS. Okay, so let's understand what is RDS. So RDS is nothing but it's a managed relational database service that provides us with 7 familiar database engines to choose from. Amazon Aurora MySQL Compatible Edition, Amazon Aurora PostgreSQL Compatible Edition, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and Microsoft SQL Server. These are the 7 database engines that we can choose out of this RDS. So we can leverage the existing course, application, and tools to use with RDS. See, we have existing course, application, and tools we can use with RDS service, and we can use the database migration service as we discussed earlier to use with existing on-premises databases. Amazon RDS handles routine database tasks such as provisioning, patching, backup, recovery, failure detection, and repair. So all the administration say right now, if we are working on database, we know we need to patch the database, then take the backups manually or automated way, then we need to perform the recovery, failure, all those things we need to do ourselves. It's like we have to manage all these things. But with RDS, these things are taken care by Amazon itself, so we don't need to worry about it. So that is one of the key features, that all the administrative task is handled by RDS. Then it makes it easy to replication to enhance availability and reliability for production workload. We can do the replication, we can enable the replication to enhance the availability and the reliability. Using multi-AZ deployment option, we can run mission critical workloads with high availability and built-in automated failure from primary database to synchronously replicated secondary database. If you are aware of how the database works, and if you are about multi-AZ deployment is nothing but something that has been deployed in the multiple availability zones. You have database that is deployed in availability zones. So there are 3 availability zones. You will deploy it in the each availability zone, so that any availability zone goes down, the database is available and we can operate it. So that is the multi-AZ deployment. So that can be used to run mission critical workloads with high availability and built-in automated failure from primary database to synchronously replicated secondary database. Okay, so we can enable the replication, so that in case of failure, say we want to fail it over from primary node to secondary node, or vice versa, so it needs to be synchronously replicated. So synchronously means your data at your one database, and when it's replicated to another database, okay, like another it shall be replicated from one availability easy to another availability zone. So there will be zero gap between both. So data at one AZ of the database will be same as the another one, so that you can fail it over from A to B or B to A, so that can perform the failover. Then there is also read replica that we can scale out beyond the capacity of single database deployment for read heavy database workload. This is also one of the key feature of RDS. Say you have a database, and every time the data is getting read from the primary database, what will happen? Its performance may get affected. Because of that, what you can do is in the RDS it provides the read replica. So you can consider read replica as multiple copies of that primary database. So when there is a read requirement, so data will be read not from primary database, it will be read from the read replica, so that primary database can focus on other important things, and the read replicas and other things that can be handle or offload the traffic from primary database. That we'll see when we'll perform the demo. That is the significance of the read replicas. So there are no upfront investment required, and we need to pay only for the resources that we can use. So it's pay as you go. It's not like we need to upfrontly pay some of this and it's not like that. So there is no upfront investment that is required. It also provides us cost efficient resizable capacity for industry standard relational database, and manages common database administration tasks that we have seen. The administration tasks such as provisioning, patching, backup, recovery, failure detection, and repair. These are some of the administration tasks that has been managed properly by AWS. So we can use Amazon database migration service to easily migrate and replicate the existing database to the Amazon already that we already discussed. And most important thing is, see, once we have deployed our this RDS database, we cannot log into this RDS instance, because it is fully managed service, since the things like patching, upgrade, etc. is managed by AWS, and we are not able to log into RDS instance. So please take a note of this. And see, if you want to manage it yourself, like you want a database so that you want to do the things yourself in the cloud, what you can do, there is another solution is, you can just launch an EC2 instance, and you can install the database. Say for example, if you want to install Oracle or MySQL database, etc. So you can launch an EC2 instance and you can install it and you can run it, so that when you want to log in, you can, in that case you can log into the EC2 instance and manage your database, everything in that case. But with RDS, it's you are not able to log into that RDS instance. It is fully managed by AWS. Okay, let's see some of the other features of Amazon RDS. First of all, automated backups. So Amazon RDS automatically performs the database backup and stores the same for the restoration purpose in case of backup corruption or deletion, etc. You can, I think I hope you are aware of how the backup works. So we can with RDS we can automatically set up the parameters, like what is the frequency of backup you want, and it will perform the backup, and it will be stored, so that say our primary database goes down, if in case it's not in the multi-AZ, then we can restore it using this backup that we have taken. Then multi-AZ deployment that we were saying, because of this multi-AZ deployment you can deploy it across multiple availability zones. If you are not aware of what is availability zone, what is data center, etc., please check out my previous video on that, you will understand. And availability zone in the region which provides us enhanced availability and durability. So with AZ, multi-AZ, it makes us improve the availability. Our database will be available even any one of the availability zone goes down, we have our database will be up, because it is deployed across different availability zones, just not on the single AZ. That is this multi-AZ deployment. This is the feature. Read replicas also we just discussed. So using read replicas we can just offload the read traffic from our primary database to the read replicas, and hence we can improve the performance of that. Enhanced monitoring is another feature. Using that, like Amazon RDS provides us enhanced monitoring to track the database performance. There are several parameters on basis of which the database RDS it will be monitored, and it will be enhanced monitoring can be performed. Database snapshot is also another feature. We can take the snapshot of the database, which can be used to create new database or to restore the existing database. So if you want to say it's similar to backups, but with snapshot what we can do is, we can create, if we want to create a similar database of this existing one, we can use this one, or also we can use it to restore this existing database as well. So that is also possible. So just let's summarize what are the things that we discussed so far. So a relational model, first of all we have seen what is a relational database. A relational model just organizes, you can consider it as a Excel sheet. Okay, so it organizes the data into rows and columns. So it's a structured way, you can say. There are rows and columns in which we can store the data with the relational database, in case of relational database. Amazon Relational Database Service, as RDS, it is a managed relational database service. It provides us with 7 different database engines, such as Amazon Aurora MySQL compatible edition, then Amazon Aurora PostgreSQL compatible edition, MySQL, MariaDB, PostgreSQL, Oracle, and Microsoft SQL Server. These are the different database engines that we can choose, and we can launch our RDS service. Then we can use this Amazon Database Migration Service to easily migrate or replicate the existing databases to the Amazon RDS. Say we have some of these databases on premise or in the cloud as well, we can use database migration service, and we can migrate or replicate from existing databases to the Amazon RDS service. It makes us easy to use replication and to enhance availability and reliability for production workload. We can use multi-AZ deployment that we have seen. So this is especially used for, if say it's a mission critical workloads which requires very high availability, that shouldn't be downtime. In that case we can deploy it using the multi-AZ deployment, and it has built-in automated failover from primary database to the synchronously replicated secondary databases. Please note, see, this should be synchronously replicated, otherwise like failing over from primary to the secondary won't be that much useful, because if it is not in the sync or it's out of sync, then the data on one database will not be matching to the database on data in the another database. Okay, so there's also, we have seen about read replicas. So with read replicas we can create primary copies of this database, a primary database, and that can be used just to offload the read heavy traffic from this primary to this read replicas. Then there are no upfront investment, that also we seen. It just pay as we go, whatever the services we use, so we just need to pay for that only. There's some other features also that we see, like automated backups, enhanced monitoring, database snapshots, etc. Snapshot you will use just to create another database or to restore this existing database. Okay, and most important thing is we cannot log into the RDS instance, since it is fully managed service. The tasks such as patching, upgrades, etc. is managed by AWS. So this is the summary of whatever we discussed so far. So friends, that's it for today. This was very short session on Amazon databases, and in the upcoming session we will perform the demo and will understand the other features of whatever we discussed today, such as what is multi-AZ deployment, okay, what is replica, how it improves the performance, what is the failover, how we can take the snapshots and other things. So, and automated backups, all those things will perform in the upcoming sessions. So friends, that's it for today. I hope you got the point. If you have any queries, just feel free to write me in the comment section. I'll be very happy to reply your queries. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment to my YouTube channel. It is Cloud with Mohsin. And happy learning. Take care. Bye bye.